Let's start straight away with tip number 1. If you already have the new version of Canva, you might have noticed that inside the editor, this sidebar menu works a little bit different than before. Whenever you hover your mouse on top of any of these icons, this window or this menu expands. But as soon as you move your cursor away, this menu collapses and disappears. This can be useful if you already have all of the elements, colors, and fonts that you need on your page, but if you're still browsing through the library and you still need to find some of the elements that you want to use on your design, you would like to have this window expanded and fixed. So how do you do that? This is pretty simple. You're going to hover and click on any of these icons in here. So let's say that you want to browse through the elements library. So I'm hovering and I'm going to click one time on top of this icon. You will see that the color behind these icons is going to change. At the moment, it has a very light gray, but as soon as I click one time, it changes to white. Like this, you will see that this window is fixed and I can move my mouse away without the window collapsing. I can bring any of these elements to my design and I can continue browsing without any problem. I can continue working on my design here on my page, continue editing, and I will still have this window opened. Let's say that you already have all of the elements that you need for your design and you want to close this window. This is pretty simple. You just need to hover on this window and this button will appear. When you click here, this menu collapses and you can continue working on your design. On tip number 2, we have courses. This feature is completely free to use and it is super useful if you are trying to train people on your team. Let me show you how it works. Go to canva.com to the home page and then on the sidebar menu, you are going to click on projects. From here, find this button that says Add New, click here, and then from here you can see that you can not only add new folders, but you can add new courses. Click here and you'll be taken to this new page where you can start building your course. From here you can give a name to your new course, add a description, and add the Canva documents you want your team members to follow. And before we move on to the next tip, I just want to leave a short disclaimer here. This feature will help you train your team members and it is not meant to be sold. There is no way actually to sell these courses and I just want to make this completely clear because I know that when this feature was launched, many people got confused and they thought that there was a payment method and that they were be able to sell these courses. Please do let us know in the comments if you want to learn more about courses, because if many of you are interested, and only if many of you are interested, we could create a dedicated video talking about this feature. Tip number 3 is a game changer if you are into video editing or animating objects in Canva. With this tool, you'll be able to adjust the timing of any of the elements on your video or your animation so they appear whenever you want them to appear. At the moment, this design right here doesn't have any animation going on, but let's say that I want to add a simple text animation to this text box. So let's do it quickly. Let's go to animate and let's add this block animation. Now let me show you the tool so you can make your elements appear one by one if you want. I'm going to select all of these letters right here, which are the ones that I want to adjust the timing to. You are then going to either click on these 3 dots to open this menu or right click on top of your selection. You are then going to click this option that says show timing. This is a tool tool that will allow you to adjust the timing on your elements. So when you click here, you will see that the elements that you have selected appear right here. Now, at the beginning of this animation, I want to see only this text box appearing. So I'm going to slowly move this guide until we see this is. Now I'm going to adjust the timing of this letter by trimming the beginning of this time track. So at the beginning of the animation, we see this is with this animation happening here, and then we don't see the L. At some point, when we see the purple track appearing, we see the L appearing. I'm going to trim these other 3 time tracks so we can have this little animation of the letters appearing one by one. So let me go to the beginning of this animation and let's preview it. So you see that this was really quick, but you see each letter appearing one by one. If you want this animation to go a little bit slower, you can play around with the timing, preview again, and keep adjusting until you have the perfect animation. If your animation is ready, you can simply select again the elements, right-click, and hide timing. This will collapse these time tracks and will allow you to continue working on your design. Also, if you didn't know, we have a membership here on the channel where we have exclusive perks and educational content. Consider joining. Click the join button to learn more about our membership. On tip number 4, we have a feature called Record Yourself. If you didn't know, you can record yourself on video or just your voice using Canva. This is pretty simple. All you have to do is click on Uploads, and here's the button that says Record Yourself. You're gonna click here. This is going to give you access to the recording studio, and from here you can select your camera, or you can select no camera just to record your voice. You can select the microphone you want to use, and you can also record your camera and your screen, or you can simply record your screen. Once your settings are ready, you're gonna click record. You will record yourself, and when you are done, you're gonna click on this purple button, save and exit, and your video will be automatically uploaded to the videos section under the uploads tab. You can see here the video that I just recorded. You will record yourself, and when you are done, you're gonna click on this purple button. On this video, I gave you a really quick tour on the Record Yourself feature, but if you want to learn more about it, you need to watch this video right here, in which Ronnie gave us a deep dive on the Record Yourself feature. On tip number 5, we have a pro tool that will allow you to enhance your voice. We're gonna use in this short video that I just recorded to show you how to access this feature. You're gonna click on the video that you want to enhance the audio to, and then you will see that this menu appears on top. Click on the audio button, and from here you will see Enhance Voice. This one has this little crown, meaning that it's available only to Canva Pro users, which, by the way, if you are using a Canva free account and want to try Canva Pro for free during 30 days, you can use this affiliate link, or you can also find it in the description. Now, if you have a Canva Pro account and want to use this Enhance Voice, all you have to do is to simply click on this toggle, and Canva will start working on removing the background noise on your audio to enhance your voice. This feature actually makes wonders, so please try it out at home. The next tip will save you a lot of headaches. I know that many of you have struggled with the following. Let's say that I want to move the position of these pink letters, but every time that I select them, this text box in the back gets selected, and when I move the pink letters, this text box moves with them. How do we fix this? This is pretty simple. I'm going to select the element that I want to leave locked here on the design. You are then going to click on these 3 dots or right click on the element. Then you are going to click on this little icon that says lock. In here I have 2 different options, lock or lock position only. I'm going to use the first option that says lock, and then whenever I select all of the elements, even if I select the text box in the back, only these pink letters are selected, and when I move them, the text box in the back doesn't move. This feature is super useful when designing, and it is so simple to use. It is free as well. So let's say that you have already worked on the position and the size of these pink letters, and you want to edit again this text box in the back. You're going to click on the text box, and then you will see that we have this icon that says unlock. When you click here, you now will be able to move this element, or you can also customize it. As you saw, we have two different options under this lock. Let me show you again. We have lock, and then we have lock position only. There is a difference between these two options. When you select this second option, you are actually only locking the position of the element, but if you double click on the text box, you'll be able to customize the text. Now, if you want to unlock this element, select it, and instead of clicking one time, you will need to click two times. So 1 and 2, and now your text box is unlocked. And I showed you how to use this feature on a text box, but you can also use it on any other element. So let me show you how to do it with this one right here. You're going to select the three dots and then lock. As you can see here, for certain elements you will have one, and for some other elements you will have two options. For these kind of elements we only have the lock. But as you saw, for the text box, you will have lock and lock position only. On tip number 7, I have a Canva app that will allow you to crop your images in custom shapes. To access this app, you're going to open Apps, and from here search for Choppy Crop. Hit enter. This is the app that I'm talking about, so click on the thumbnail, and from here you will need to have at least one image on your design. So I'm going to upload because I want to work with a photo that I have right here. This is a photo that I want to crop, so I'm going to bring it to my design, and once this photo is on my design, I just simply need to select it and come back to the Choppy Crop app. You will see a preview of your image on this window, and then you just simply need to click where you would like to crop the selector to crop the image. So I'm going to click one time on my image, and you will see already a point, and I just need to continue clicking on the image and then make sure that I have completed the crop. So I'm going to do this one very quickly, like so, and then just making sure that I connect this end with the first dot. You will see that your crop is complete because below you will see a preview of your crop. If you want to add it to your design, simply click on this button that says Add to Design, and that's it. Your image will be uploaded to your Uploads tab, and your custom cropped image is here. I personally love this way of cropping images. I find it very unique, playful, and also organic in a way. So I cannot wait to start using this tool more often on our designs. Next, I have another Canva app that will allow you to insert images into your text. This app is called FontFrame. Let's go to apps and let's search for FontFrame. Here we have it. This is the app, so I'm gonna click one time to open it. First thing that we see on this app is the preview of your text. You then have access to upload an image to insert it inside your text, or you can also select an image from your design. I don't have any images at the moment, but I will show you how to do it in a second. You can scale the image that you want to insert in your text, and finally you can type your text in here. So I want to type texture, and then I'm going to find the image that I want to insert inside this text. So I'm going to Elements, and let's type texture to see what do we find in here. Let's go to Photos, and let's let's go for this image, why not? Now let me go back to FontFrame, and now having this image selected, I'm going to click on this button that says Use Selected Image. Pay attention to the preview because now we have this texture or this image inserted into the text. And now I can play around with this slider to scale the image, and I can also move the image so we can find exactly what we want to have inside this text. Now let me go back to Elements to show you a different image. So let's go for something like this. Let's go back to FontFrame, and having now this image selected, I'm going to click again on Use Selected Image, and from here I can play around with this texture. I can again scale the image, keep playing around. You are then going to check the settings if you want to continue customizing this text. From here you can change the font, the alignment, the outline thickness if you want to have an outline, or if you want to remove it, move the slider all the way to the left. You can also play around with the letter spacing and line spacing if you have more than one line of text. Once you have adjusted your settings, you are going to click Add to Design, and your text is here. It's difficult to see because we have these two images in the back, so let's delete them, and we have our text ready. On tip number 9, I have another Canva app that will help you elevate your designs with some pretty cool text effects. Let's go to apps and let's search for TypeLettering. This is the app that I'm talking about, so let's open it. And from here, you'll be able to preview the templates that are available at the moment. This app is really simple to use. You are going to select the template that you like. So I'm gonna click on this one and then simply change the text here. So let's say that I want to type love you. You can change the font from here, but I actually like this font, so I'm going to leave it as it is. You can change the alignment, the line height. I'm actually going to play with this one a little bit. You can also change the colors from here, and then once you are ready, click Add to Design. And that's it. If you want to customize again this text, you can click on the elements, come back here to the app, edit whatever you want to edit. So I'm going to remove the U from here. Let's also change the font. So I'm going for something different like this one. Go back, and then let's change these colors. So I'm going for a bright yellow this time, and then you will see that this button now says update element, and when you click on this button, your element will be updated. On tip number 10, I'm gonna show you how to find these cool fonts that you see in the middle of the screen. You're gonna go to Elements and search for Bubble Alphabet. Hit enter, and then from here you can either go to Graphics or Photos. Sometimes under Photos you can find some elements that are not available under the Graphics tab. In this case, you will see more elements under Graphics, and look at all of these beautiful fonts or letters that we have in here. To build your words, you simply need to bring each letter to your design and then adjust the size and the position. So I have here the letter T, I, and then I want to add a P, but I don't see it here on the search result. There is an extra tip that I want to give you here today. You're going to hover on any of the letters that you like, then click on these three dots and click View Collection. Like this, on this search result, you will filter by this collection and you will be able to find all of the letters in the alphabet in here. So I can see here the P, and let me find the S. Now I just simply need to select all of the letters and start building my word. Let me go back and search again for bubble alphabet. Go to graphics to show you all of the different styles that you will be able to find in this search result. There are plenty of great options in here and also different colors and textures. There is another keyword that you can also use. So instead of bubble alphabet, you can type balloon alphabet and hit enter. You will see in here that we have a different style of letters, but they are also pretty trendy, pretty cool, and we have a mix of pro elements and also free elements. Remember that if you want to use the pro elements, you need a Canva Pro account, or if you want, you can also try Canva Pro for free. Remember that you can use this link or the one that is in the description. And also here's an extra final tip. If you want your letters to have a cool animation that is going to make them pop even more, you are going to select them and then go to the animate button. At this moment, these letters already have an animation called breathe, so I'm going to click on this button that says breathe, and then I'm going to clear this animation so we are on the same page. We are under animate, so scroll down and then select wiggle. You will see that your letters now have this amazing movement. Again, if you have a Canva Pro account, you can play around with this slider, and I believe these letters look better when you reduce the intensity. So I'm moving this slider a little bit to the left, and this is what we end up with.